Life emits light in ways most people never imagine, and understanding this hidden glow begins with exploring the constant activity inside every living cell. Within each cell, countless biochemical reactions occur every second. Reactions that involve oxygen, enzymes, energy transfer, and the movement of electrons. As these reactions unfold, tiny bursts of energy are released as photons, creating a faint light known as biophoton emission. Although this light is far too weak for the human eye to perceive, advanced scientific instruments, such as photomultiplier tubes, reveal the gentle shimmering aura that surrounds all living organisms. This glow is not confined to a particular species. It is present in humans, animals, plants, bacteria, and even single-celled organisms. The intensity varies depending on the organism's metabolic activity, stress level, environmental exposure, and cellular state. Some areas of the human body emit slightly more light than others, especially where metabolic activity is high, such as the forehead, cheeks, and chest. As researchers have studied these patterns more closely, they've discovered that the body's glow follows a natural rhythm, increasing during daytime hours when metabolism is more active and decreasing through the night. The existence of this rhythm opens new questions about how the body regulates energy and how cellular processes coordinate in ways that produce not only chemical and electrical signals, but also subtle light signals. This soft emission appears to function like a biological indicator. When cells are healthy and balanced, the light they release remains stable and consistent. When cells experience oxidative stress, an imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants, the glow becomes stronger. This is because oxidative reactions generate excited molecules that release photons as they return to their ground state. This connection has led some scientists to investigate whether biophoton patterns could become a non-invasive way to measure cellular health, detect early signs of disease, or understand how the body responds to emotional or physical stress. Studies show that when psychological stress increases, the body produces more reactive molecules, and the biophoton emission becomes slightly more pronounced. This suggests that the glow may reflect not only physical processes, but also mental states, bridging the gap between the mind and the body in a subtle, energetic way that science is still trying to decode. Researchers have also explored how this faint light might contribute to communication within and between cells. Traditionally, biology focuses on chemical messengers like hormones and neurotransmitters, or electrical signals, such as those used by neurons. But biophoton emission introduces the possibility of a third communication channel, light-based signaling. Inside the cell, microtubules and DNA molecules can act as photonic waveguides, structures capable of transmitting light. Experiments show that DNA can absorb, store, and release photons, hinting at a role in long-distance intracellular communication. If cells can indeed exchange information using photons, even in extremely small quantities, this could mean that biological systems are far more integrated and coordinated than previously understood. Light might help synchronize cellular processes, enable faster than chemical communication, or regulate functions we have not yet discovered. Plants offer another layer of insight into the phenomenon. They absorb sunlight, convert energy, produce oxygen, and generate a continuous flow of photons. When a plant experiences stress, such as drought, excessive light, or damage, the amount of emitted light increases. This emission may serve as a signal to nearby cells, helping the plant react to threats by activating repair mechanisms or triggering defense responses. Some studies have shown that neighboring plants can even detect these energetic shifts, suggesting that biophoton signals might contribute to plant communication, complementing the chemical messages exchanged through roots and airborne molecules. The idea that plants communicate using ultra-weak light adds an extraordinary dimension to our understanding of ecosystems, revealing that the natural world might be filled with silent, glowing conversations. In humans, biophoton emission offers a window into cellular energy management. Mitochondria, the powerhouses of the cell, generate ATP through processes that naturally produce excited molecules capable of releasing photons. Variations in mitochondrial efficiency affect the intensity of biophoton emission, making the glow a reflection of how well cells are producing energy. Aging, lifestyle, diet, sleep patterns, and exposure to environmental toxins all influence mitochondrial function. As a result, the glow of the body subtly shifts over time. A body under chronic stress or poor health may emit more irregular or intense patterns of light, while a balanced and healthy body tends to show steadier emissions. These patterns are so consistent that scientists can measure changes related to circadian rhythms, metabolic cycles, and even immune responses simply by analyzing the photon output of skin or tissue samples. Some researchers have proposed that consciousness itself might have a relationship with biophotons. Neurons are highly active cells that generate electric and chemical impulses, and in doing so, they also produce light. The brain may emit more biophotons during intense cognitive activity or deep emotional experiences. The research remains in early stages. It is possible that coherent light, similar to the light produced by lasers, could play a role in neural synchronization or information processing. Although this idea is still speculative, it has captured the interest of neuroscientists and physicists who aim to bridge the gap between light, energy, and consciousness. If future studies confirm the link, biophotons could become a key to understanding how thoughts form, how memories are stored, or how brain regions communicate. Another fascinating aspect of biophotons is their coherence, meaning the light waves maintain a consistent phase, similar to a laser beam. This coherence suggests that biological light is not random noise, but may be structured and meaningful. Coherent light can store and transfer information efficiently. If DNA or other cellular structures emit coherent light, they might be acting like tiny biological lasers, transmitting complex data across cells. This concept challenges traditional biology, but aligns with observations from advanced photonics research. Coherent biophoton flow might support tissue regeneration, immune responses, or rapid coordination of cellular defenses. The idea that living organisms might be illuminated from within by structured light adds an almost poetic beauty to the scientific reality of life. Even bacteria, some of the simplest life forms on Earth, use biophotons. In dense colonies, bacteria emit light to coordinate behavior during activities such as biofilm formation or defense against predators. Marine organisms like plankton release glowing compounds that create luminous waves on the ocean surface. Fireflies and deep-sea creatures rely on bioluminescence, a brighter version of biological light emission that evolved specifically for communication and survival. These species remind us that light has always been a fundamental part of life's evolution. Biophotons represent the subtle background light behind these dramatic displays, linking all living beings through a shared energetic language. Biophoton research continues to grow, revealing new discoveries every year. As instruments become more sensitive, scientists are able to observe the glow with greater accuracy, uncovering patterns that could transform medicine, biology, and our understanding of what life truly is. The possibility that the body communicates with light, regulates itself with light, and expresses its health through light shifts perception from a purely mechanical view of biology to an energetic and interconnected one. Every breath you take, every heartbeat, every cell division generates a tiny flash of light. These countless flashes combine into a living shimmer that accompanies you throughout your life. Although invisible to your eyes, this glow is a constant reminder that life is dynamic, active, energetic, and radiant at every moment. The body is not silent. It is glowing with the quiet light of existence.
Linking every creature on Earth through the shared language of photons.